Hey guys, what's up? Baseball Lover 1984 here, and well, it's time for some off-season content as we're waiting for the season to start. And well, what better way than we're going to talk about the Nippon Pro Baseball League. Yes, the league in Japan that I do follow here in the States. I have mentioned in the past that there are actually two teams that I follow in Japan, and that is my top favorite team in Japan, which is the Chiba Lotte Marines. And then the other team that I do follow are the Yomiuri Giants. And, each of those teams are in separate leagues, where the Marines are in the Pacific League, where the Giants are in the Central League. And now, a little bit of the differences between the two leagues before I get into the history and everything like that. All of this coming from Wikipedia is in the where was it? I just lost it. In the Central League, it's a lot like how the National League used to be here in the States, where pitchers have to hit. They don't use the DH unless they go into Pacific League ballparks. That's something I still miss here in the States. I miss the fact that pitchers hit in National League parks. But I digress. What are you going to do? MLB decided to go against it. Something I would change if I was commissioner. But anyway, back to the NPB. So, this is from Wikipedia. Nippon Professional Baseball, or Nippon Yakyū Kyoko, NPB, is a professional baseball league and the highest level of baseball in Japan. Locally, it is often called Puro Yakyū, meaning simply professional baseball. Outside of Japan, NPB is often referred to as Japanese baseball. Except by yours truly. I will always call it the NPB. I will always call it the Nippon Professional Baseball League. The roots of this league can be traced back to the formation of the Greater Japan Tokyo Baseball Club, Dainippon Tokyo Yakyū Karubu, in 1934, the first professional circuit for the sport in Japan. The Japanese Baseball League, JBL, was founded 2 years later and continued to play even through the final years of World War II. The organization that is today's NPB was formed when the JBL reorganized in 1950, dividing its 15 teams into two leagues, which would meet in the annual season-ending Japan Series Championship playoff series of games starting that year. NPB consists of 12 teams divided equally in two leagues, the Central League and the Pacific League, a format which has largely kept since 1957. It has seen several waves of expansion and contraction, sometimes at the same time. To keep those numbers, most recently, in 2005, the Osaka Kennetsu Buffaloes merged with the Oryx Blue Wave to form the Oryx Buffalo, while the Rakuten Golden Eagles were added as an expansion team. As is common in Asian baseball, and unlike North American leagues, teams are generally named after the corporation's owners, such as Yomiuri and SoftBank. NPB also oversees two affiliated minor leagues, the Western League and the Eastern League. Since the first Japan Series in 1950, the Yomiuri Giants have the most championships with 22, and the most appearances with 37. Following the 2025 season, the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, who defeated the Hanshin Tigers 4-1 in the 2025 Japan Series, are the reigning champions. The Japan Series has been contested 79 times as of 2025, with the series tied between the leagues with 38 wins apiece. NPB was the only professional sports league in Japan until the foundation of the J-League in 1993. It is the 11th wealthiest professional sports league by revenue in the world, and the second wealthiest baseball league behind Major League Baseball, MLB. It is also the wealthiest sports league in Asia. NPB has the second highest total season attendance of any league, also behind MLB, despite playing considerably fewer games per season. Now, how is the league structured? So, Nippon Professional Baseball consists of two leagues, the Central League and the Pacific League, which each have 6 teams. There are also 2 secondary level professional minor leagues, the Eastern League and Western League. They play shorter schedules for developing players in the so-called farm system. NPB teams are allowed to have more than one minor league team as long as those others are outside the established farm/minor league system, with the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks and Yomiuri Giants being the only teams taking advantage of this. As of 2023, the Hawks have 3 minor league teams, the Giants have 2, and the other 10 teams only have 1 minor league each. Teams below the Eastern and Western League play exhibition matches against various teams of collegiate, industrial, Shikoku Island leagues, plus and other NPB minor league statuses. The Central League and Pacific League operate as separate entities, unlike the 4 major professional leagues of North America and the KBO in South Korea, whose leagues each operate as one singular entity. As a result, the TV rights for games are always held by the game's home team, except for the Japan Series and All-Star games, which the league owns the rights in a special collaborative system among the 12 teams in order to avoid blackout issues. The Pacific League has used the designated hitter rule since 1975, while the Central League plans to introduce DH from 2027 season. Before it, the Central League has not used the DH outside of interleague play where a Pacific League team is the home team, and in the 1985 and 2020 Japan Series. The season starts in late March or early April and ends in October, with 2 or 3 All-Star games in July. In recent decades prior to 2007, the 2 leagues each scheduled between 130 and 140 regular season games, with 146 games played by the Central League in 2005 and 2006 being the only exception. Both leagues have since adopted a 143-game season, 71 or 72 each at home and on the road, facing their 5 respective interleague opponents 25 times each, and facing their 6 interleague opponents 3 times each in late May to early June in interleague play, with a separate champion being crowned for the team with the best record through the 18 games of interleague play. In general, Japanese play 6 games a week, with every Monday off, except on specific occasions, such as a game being played outside of the home team's primary stadium, or if a rainout forced the game to be postponed to a Monday. Unlike Major League Baseball and in KBO, doubleheaders have not been featured in NPB since the late 1990s. Following the conclusion of each regular season, the top 3 teams from each league go on to play in the Climax Series playoff tournament, with the winner of each playoff tournament facing off in a best-of-7 championship series known as the Japan Series, also known as the Nippon Series, implemented in 2004 by the Pacific League, then known as the Pacific League Playoffs, and in 2007 by the Central League. The Climax Series is a 2-stage system. In the first stage, the second and third place ranking teams faced off in a best-of-3 series, played entirely in the second place team's home stadium. In the case of an instance where the series ends in a 1-1-1, one win, one loss, one tie, because yes, in Japanese baseball, you can have ties. The higher seed always advances to the final stage. In the final stage, the winner of the first stage will face off against the league's pennant winner in a best-of-6 series played entirely in the pennant winner's home stadium. The higher seed will always start with a ghost win or a 1-0 advantage in the series before any games have been played, meaning the higher seed only has to win 3 games, whereas the lower seed has to win 4 games. In the event of a tie, the higher seed would subsequently only need to win 2 games. The winner of each league's final stage then will face off in the Japan Series, a best-of-7 series, mirroring the format of the World Series. In the rare instance where the series ends in a 3-win, 3-loss, 1 tie after 7 games, a Game 8 will be played with unlimited innings at the stadium with home field advantage. Hypothetically, a Japan series can go up to 14 games in length if each of the first 7 games results in a 12-inning tie. Since its inception, home field advantage alternates from year to year between the Central League and the Pacific League, with the Central League representative getting home field advantage in even years and the Pacific League representative getting home field advantage in odd years. So let's see. Since adopted by both leagues in 2007, Climax Series does not determine who won each league's pennant. Rather, the team with the best regular season record in each league wins the pennant regardless of their result in the Climax Series. This has led to 5 occasions where the Japan Series champion did not win their league's pennant that year, with those being the 2007 Chunichi Dragons, the 2010 Chiba Lotte Marines, the 2018 and 19 Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, and the 2024 Yokohama Dana Baystars. However, from 2004 to 2006, the winner of the Pacific League playoffs was given the Pacific League pennant that year. So, it has been mentioned about the teams. So, as it was mentioned, there are a total of 12 teams in the NPB. Now, I'm going to do 2 separate videos talking about each league, etc. But this is just going to be a quick overrun of the teams themselves. So, in the Central League, you have the Chunichi Dragons, the Hanshin Tigers, the Hiroshima Toyo Carp, the Tokyo Yakult Swallows, the Yokohama Dana Baystars, and the Yomiuri Giants. In the Pacific League, you have my Chiba Lotte Marines, the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters, the Oryx Buffalo, the Saitama Seibu Lions, and the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. Now, something that's going on is the Tokyo Yakult Swallows, Yomiuri Giants, and Chiba Lotte Marines plan to build new stadiums. Personally, I don't know how I feel about the Giants with that one, only because it's a matter of, they play in the Tokyo Dome. It's an iconic stadium, It's one of the best baseball stadiums in Japan, in my opinion. Now, there are some defunct teams from the NPB. And those are the Nishi Nippon Pirates, the Shoichiku Robins, the Takahashi Unions, the Daiei Unions, and the Osaka Kanetsu Buffalo. Now, to give you guys some ideas, out of the teams, it was already stated that the Giants have the most championships. So, for the Japan series, these are pretty much the amount of championships that each team has won. I'll go over it a little bit more when I do the video for each team. But the Yomiuri Giants have 22 championships. The Saitama Seibu Lions have 13. Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 12. The Tokyo Yakult Swallows 6. The Oryx Buffalo 5. Chibe Lotte Marines 4. Hiroshima Toyo Carp 3, Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters 3, the Yokohama Dena Bay Stars 3, the Chunichi Dragons 2, the Hanshin Tigers 2, the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles have 1, and then the 2 of the defunct teams have none. In the Osaka Kanetsu Buffaloes never won one, and the Shochiku Robins have none. So yeah, that's just a little look into the NPB. I hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, just watch out. Like I said, I've got the videos coming for the Central League and the Pacific League, where I'm going to talk about each of the teams individually, and the league itself. So I hope you enjoy this look into the Nippon League. And as always, this is your boy Baseball Lover 1984 saying, I will see you at the ball game. Play ball.